they are just so much more enriched when there are more people in the classroom facilitating the curriculum. I recently have had the honor to work with a wonderful young man from Columbia. And Joe's pretty good about matchmaking. He nailed this one. Mr. Lopez from Columbia. When I first met Mr. Lopez back in February, it was like he's part of me and I'm part of him. We are so much the same that it was kind of scary in a good way. I was very proud to work with Mr. Lopez, and my students just took to him very naturally. It was very enriching for me to stand back and watch him do his thing in the classroom. And for the students who speak Spanish, they were like, "Miss Mel, can we speak Spanish to him? Will that be okay?" And my belief is, you speak your language. Now, when we're in the classroom, because I only have one language, English, please respect that and speak that with me, but otherwise, it was just so wonderful. And there were a couple of teachers that were able to also communicate in his native language, which is very important, very important. The part that he added that I'm lacking is that technology piece. That's a little bit jealous, but I didn't tell him that. He's like a whiz with technology. And I'm old school and still a little bit nervous and apprehensive, but I do ask questions and I do want to step into the technology world. The experiences, there aren't words to even express. You don't know how much you bring to the classroom. We anticipate you coming with great things, and I think that's what you anticipate from us. So, from day one, we're both working toward the same goal of being better educators, better people, loving our students, setting high standards, regardless where you teach, where you live. That's that universal connection. All children are important. And I'm so happy that we have a president in office who understands that and who is working to make education be the best it can be in our country. And with your flavor added, I don't know where we could go wrong. I have had 4 other experiences. I've never traveled out of the United States of America, but I feel like I have. I always encourage students to read. I've never been to Italy, but I can tell you a lot about it because I read. So when I knew Mr. Lopez was coming, I quickly did my homework and found out where he was from. And Joe provided information also. And I shared that with my students so that they too could understand Mr. Lopez, where he's coming from, and that he would be their teacher for 2 weeks. Just that little relationship building. And like I said earlier, they just took to him as if he had started with us back in August. I am very proud that Joe invited me to be a participant of this program. And I'm looking at all of you this morning, and I'm just, wow, you have courage. I'm speaking to a young woman from Tennessee, and she told me she's going to travel to Poland. I about fell out of my chair. I am kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to traveling. I don't even get in my own car and drive to Omaha by myself. It's 50 miles. But that's just something about me. I prefer to be with other people, but when I heard she was going to Poland, I was kind of like, maybe, if she can do it, maybe I can get the courage and apply and see if I have what it takes to travel maybe to your country. And I would be honored to work with any of you, even though we haven't met personally, because we're all in the same game of producing young men and women who can do great things for the world. And as I said earlier, all of our children desire that. All of our children deserve that. So as I said earlier, it doesn't matter where you live, what classroom you teach in, just do your best always. And these types of experiences lend so much in our professional and personal lives that I hope this program goes on and on and on. And maybe I will be one of those people getting on a jet, flying over the ocean, with maybe a tear in my eye. But it will be a tear of great expectation. It will be a tear that reflects wanting to learn more, to do more. It will be a tear of wanting to be with one of you, to co-teach in your school with your students, to see if I can't make that same kind of impact that all of you make when you come to our country and our schools working with our children. It's just been a great experience, and I hope to also continue working with the IREX program in the future. And hopefully, I will give as much as I have gained. And I thank you very much.
When Lisa asked me to pick a teacher to give this talk, it wasn't hard to choose. Thank you. She could be, if you ever going to do a poster picture or a profile of an American partner teacher, Angela is it. That doesn't mean all the others aren't great too. And I have to say that because my wife was one in the past. So. But she did a marvelous job, and all of our teachers do a marvelous job, as I'm sure all of your teachers do, because you are all very dedicated. Okay, the next part of the program are going to be the breakout groups by the color. It'll be by the color on your name tag. The rooms are colored red, blue, green, yellow, and something else. Red, blue, green, yellow, and one other. Huh? And one other color. So if you got that other color, you go to that room. There'll be some guides out here to show you where the rooms are. 2 of them are upstairs, and they're over there, and 2 of them are downstairs. You'll be there in that session, excuse me, for 15 minutes, or until noon. Then you'll come back here for lunch. And then you'll go back to your rooms, and we'll have the micro teaching. So check your color dot and go to the appropriate room there for the first session. The letter on your name tag will be to designate the room you go to tomorrow. So today's the color, tomorrow's the letter. Okay? Thank you very much.